truth, the lies, and politics. Informative, educative, and analytical. Getting to the real issues that affect an ordinary individual in areas of
daily, and also discuss deep issues, and also amplify diverse voices across the table. Well, we can bridge the gaps in our society through the conversations that we have, and you can also be a part of the conversations that is on our socials, that is at SpeedTV UG on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Please leave a comment. Would like to hear from you what your thoughts are as we do engage in the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I do invite you to the place where the conversation starts. In studio with me are three gentlemen, and they are capable to the task as we talk about the heated race, you know, within the Kampala Mayor showdown, the battle for Kampala. What is in it for us? What is in it for you? But just before we dive into that conversation, this message is for you.
Kampala 2026. The Lord Mayor race is heating up. Will Arias Lukwago stretch his grip with PFF? Can DP's Beatrice Mao shake the city awake? Is NUP's Ronald Balimwezo the people's rising hope? Or will NRM's Chizito Moses in Subuga snatch the crown for the ruling party? Beyond the slogans and the rallies, what do Kampala residents really want? Service, survival, or just another political show? This is the Kampala Lord Mayor showdown, where power, politics, and truth collide.
This Wednesday on The Truth, Lies, and the Politics on Spirit TV.
And we do welcome you back to The Truth, Lies, and Politics. My name is Paul Ekroteki, and I am the show host. In studio with me this evening are three gentlemen, and I'm going to introduce them in a short while. But this week has been an interesting week. From last week, where we had the conclusions of the NRM SEC elections. There were party primaries before that, and the SEC elections had joys and also heartbreaks at the end of the elections, like it is in many elections. Of course, now the NRM tribunal is dealing with those who were bruised and heartbroken during the elections, and so wait to see what comes out of that. Surprised about the members of the SEC committee, the new members? Well, you will let us know about that on our WhatsApp and also our socials. But also NUP is, I think there are many political parties that are also getting into the internal primaries, and this time they chose to take a different turn from what happened in the NRM. I think they are nominating and also just pointing out and deciding which individuals will stand for the party or will take up the party flag. But albeit there are also complications, and there are people who are not happy over some of the members who have been chosen to represent them at different levels. And you know, just I think at the beginning of this week, there's a story that broke on Sunday about the what is happening to our you know, our security within the country. We had some arrests being made of the that's Major General Birungi and some of his teammates, and they were heading the intelligence gathering system. And so some of these things get you thinking and wondering what is happening to our security. But I know that by God's grace we are safe. All right. As I do get into the conversation about the battlegrounds in the Lord Mayor's race here in Kampala, I would like to introduce my guests. I'll start with my immediate left, that is Mr. Innocent Nahawe, who's making his maiden appearance on the show. He's the Cabinet Secretary for Special Duties in JEMA Party. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for hosting me. Good evening, all the viewers and listeners out there. Greetings from the Justice from JEMA, a party that believes in justice.
Yes.
A party that believes in equality, in economy, a party that believes in education for all.
Yes.
A party that believes in morality.
Mm-hmm.
and a party that believes in African unity.
Oh. What is happening in the party currently?
We are very, very busy.
Yes.
Remember today we started the nomination of LC5 councillors and chairpersons, including the city mayors and road councillors. We are very busy handling the councillors. We have over 2,000 councillors being nominated.
Yes.
Between today and 12. So the party is very busy handling issues.
Yes.
Concerning the issue, and since it is the electoral period.
All right. Thank you very much, Innocent. I move on to our next guest, who's also making the first appearance on the show. That is Mr. Chiyimba Joseph. That is an assistant RCC Kampala Rubaga Division. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the show.
Good evening to you, our host and the TV, the Speech TV.
Yes.
This is my first time to be here. By names of Chiyimba Joseph. I happen to be the assistant RCC Kampala Rubaga. It is my pleasure to be here, and I'm hoping for a very fruitful debate on this panel.
Yes.
As we deepen into the city of Kampala.
Yes.
As we go through the mayoral race that is going to happen here in Kampala.
Yes.
I'm ready, and I'm willing to share with you, our viewers. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chiyimba. To my extreme left is Mr. Charles Romushana, who is a former spy, but also a political analyst on the show. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the show today.
The Almighty God of all creation is great. The Almighty God of all creation is exceedingly merciful.
Yes.
The message I have for you today in brief, God gave us the gift of life.
Yes.
That's the greatest prize we have, the gift of life, but we never prayed for it. You can see that love.
You never prayed for it?
No, we never asked for. I don't know whether you prayed to have the gift of life. Now, so you cannot say that the one who gave you the gift of life out of love did not provide what will sustain that life. Of course, there are things we have,
yes,
light, water, air, food, that sustain this life. There are others, sometimes man-made, like money, etc. But all that we need for our life is there, and God provides it out of love. But because we have issues of faith, sometimes we fear, we worry of what we'll eat tomorrow,
yes,
etc. So I thought I should share that with you. Then the second one is that we who have benefited from this gift, that we never prayed for, that we enjoy, do not want others to have it. That notion of family planning, that notion of birth controls.
Yes.
You say we are too many, but for you are there. Why didn't you stay there? If you think what is on earth is not enough, sustain others who are yet to come, who are in the line, who are in the queue. Why didn't you stay there? Or why don't you leave? So I think that level of selfishness, actually it's even greed, it's stupidity. So I ask men there who can do a good job, to do a good job really. Yes, do a good job. I saw Tinyefuza somewhere, also Jusa talk about it. Here is a girl, you're not sick, why won't they produce 2 kids? Hey. You give 8, 10, 12, 15, everything is there. God has provided. Lake Victoria is there. God can even create more other lakes for water. Soils are fertile. Please, you go. Why don't you want others to go? You go.
But Charles, when you give birth, you should be able to look after the kids. No. If you can't look after them, then they become a burden.
God will burden too.
To the community.
No.
To the community.
God is the provider.
Is the notion which is being.
It is a false.
It's completely tedious. Nuisance and.
That's
Should
interesting.
produce as many as you
Produce as many
can.
as you
You produce
material.
material.
I needed the woman with this to give us.
Produce. Let
Women are just selfish.
let me stand trial in heaven
And
for
say-
having told you that. Produce. The stars are even few. The sun on the seashore are few.
Yeah. I like the angle that for you, if you say that it's not there, where you take yourself and leave the space. That one I appreciate. The one for look after those children. I think look after those kids. But I do, gentlemen, thank you very much, Charles, for that. I do, before I jump into our conversation on the Kampala Mayor's seat showdown, I would like to ask Innocent here. From the recently concluded NRM party primaries and the SEC elections, is there anything that opposition political parties can learn or can point out that will help them better their parties, the internal politics within their parties?
First of all, I will set the record straight. I have issues with democracy and the way it is presented by the West.
Alright.
I've always had democracy. Democracy stands on some principles, including regular elections, including separation of powers, including respect for human rights,
Isn't that a good thing?
and sometimes they include homosexuality, issues like homosexuality, which is completely idiotic. I don't think any sane human being can be homosexual. Homosexual.
Alright.
So before they're taken to court,
Yeah.
they should have their mental capacity checked.
Okay.
So, in Uganda, we lied to ourselves that we took over democracy. But what we have in Uganda is democracy,
Democradula.
which is
What does that mean? It's a new word.
democracy. You practice democracy on paper, but what's done is different.
So
You have-
the table.
Listen, please. Listen. You have the different entities,
Yes.
checks and balances, parliament, and judiciary.
Mm.
You have separation of powers in making,
Yes.
but the right is totally different.
So what is on ground if you say
different.
that democradula?
Let me
if you have
finish.
democracy,
I'm
yes.
still describing what we have in Uganda.
Okay, sir.
And then we have the patrimonial system. We have people in this country who don't have positions, who don't have offices, but they are more powerful than people with offices
Within the system.
within the system. And yes, we have someone,
You don't have offices.
yes, we have some people who can order these RDCs you see.
Yes.
Don't touch this one. If he refuses, tomorrow he's transferred to some other person.
No, she sometimes says he's a powerful man.
That's what is done in Uganda. These ones don't have power. These ones just
Yeah.
people with power are there, and they know.
Okay.
So what we have in Uganda
What matters is serving, not power.
is these are not the survey. That's nonsense also. Calling survey. What you have in Uganda is
Yes.
in your patrimonial democracy. Now that is clear seen within the NRM primaries. I come from a Konjo district, and we had very funny elections. Very extremely funny elections. Where I come from in Rubabo, within the municipality, within Jumbla County, where he comes from, very funny elections. We saw in NEC elections, SEC elections, we saw the drama, we saw the money, and we saw the violence. So of course most of us expected. So if there is something to learn, since we claim to be democratic, we claim to be living democracy, the first democracy looks good when it's first practiced within the parties. So I applaud the NRM, irrespective of the shortfalls and shortcomings, they have tried consistently to practice internal democracy. They have tried, irrespective of all the other forces they have.
Yes.
That one we can learn that from the party. Also within the NRM, what you can learn from the NRM is, as of now, without money you can't win. So people look for money. If you want to retain your positions, look for money. Actually, one time, I don't buy the idea of using money to win elections, but you must use it at some point. I don't buy the idea of giving out money. But election, politics and money, no, so that they can't be separated. Politics and money can't be separated. Even if we don't give out money cash, people, we must use money in politics. So politics and money can never be separated. Though in the NRM it goes to the extreme, but the vote is bought for up to 5 million. Just a vote. We saw people being taken to it in Kenya, some villages, for the entrepreneurship. Kenya, Tanzania, all the two. We saw people, the whole of Hotel Africana was booked by the NRM people. So within the NRM, if you want to win an election, look for money. And there's nothing more than maybe they have a Grand Ayatollah person, that's General Museveni.
That's the Grand Ayatollah.
Yeah.
From your own view.
Yes.
All right.
From everything within the NRM rotates around him.
Okay.
Everything. If he doesn't want you to be there, he don't come. If he wants to be there, he will come. And then what we saw, the transition we've always talked about, we saw it in the NRM. The NRM is transiting from the old guards to their sons and daughters. I think within that,
peaceful handover.
that's not a handover of power. Museveni is trying to eliminate everyone who was with him before. I'm trying to bring in people who don't question whatever he says. Who would be like, so that's what is happening. I think he's paving the way for his son. Because most of the people he bought, they are against his son. So that's what I'm seeing within the NRM. Maybe if there's something else, but that's what I saw within the primaries. And the secretary.
A big thank you for your perspectives. I'll go to Assistant RCC. Just your thoughts on the conclusion of the election. I know you just have a say on that.
Thank you. The election that happened in Kampala, in fact, I was there. In NRM, acted as an example, whether they wanted, whether they want it or not, other parties, but they should borrow a leaf. That at least you organize an election, you allow your party members to come, they stand, and also those ones who don't stand vote on behalf of others. And that's what happened at Kololo. People voted. There are many parties which have leaders, but really we don't know how the leaders came about. Some even their constitutions are still questioned, but still they have leaders. And these are the very people that come and they complain about the democracy, about the NRM. NRM doesn't practice democracy. But in Kololo, at least you, the journalists, at least you saw what happened. People voted, though there might have been some hiccups there and here and there, but that one doesn't. You cannot run away from confirming and from really witnessing what really happened at Kololo.
Yes.
That this voting was there, and it started from the village, because all these leaders started from the village up to a national level. So for us as NRM, I'm talking as NRM because I'm serving NRM, but ideally I'm supposed not to be partisan.
Then why are you partisan if you are not supposed to be partisan? You are a public servant.
That's what I've been doing. I've rectified that.
These people should run about this, separate the state and government. Actually, it's one of the points I think I forgot to make.
I've rectified
the NRM has merged with the state.
Okay.
And that became the state capture. Now, some of these people are supposed to be serving the state, supposed to be the deputy head of security in the area is serving.
Secretary.
But the man is serving the NRM.
Let me protect Assistant RCC.
I'm serving on behalf of NRM government. It is the NRM government
which is in the leadership.
Though, after identifying me, I'm serving the entire what? Population of Uganda.
You are part of the state, not government. Can't you identify these two things? You are part of the state, not government. Government changes after every 5 years, and they are elected. You are part of the state.
No problem. So, no problem. But I have to applaud the NRM. When it does something right, I have to applaud it. When even you, people in opposition, you do something right, I don't lose anything. It is of no harm for me to to applaud you. So NRM made a read on that.
Okay.
And you should accept and should appreciate that.
Okay.
Because the democracy you're talking about, of the the majority over the minority, at least it was evidenced from down there in Rukunjiri up to the national level where they had.
I mean, we will upload NRM for having candidates from every single village of this country.
Yes.
You'll upload them on that.
That one have votes.
Yes,
Where
yes.
the party leaders, where the flag bearers.
Yeah, the
Yes.
structures, yes.
Issues are there, the reaching, the people reached, of course they are there, and the tribunal is there,
It's dealing
and
with
a
it.
few of the petitions, they have even declined, some people have been notified.
Yeah.
You have seen them, because I know you could be a good follower of current affairs. They have notified some people. So that shows that this election is not just there to waste people's time, it is not there to play on people's lives.
Okay.
So you people, you should at least borrow a leaf from NRM.
Right.
Because NRM, since it has been there for 40 years, now it wants to act. It wants to show you other
next
parties
level.
that have come, that at least, please, do like this.
Okay.
Let us, practice what we talk to the ordinary people.
All right.
So that one, for the sake issue, at least that one,
Was an
that's what I have
example.
to say.
All right.
But secondly, Jema, you don't know, you are very quiet. These days, I don't know.
You're not seeing them
I'm
anywhere.
not seeing them anywhere. Were you elected?
See,
Or you were appointed?
the problem we have in Uganda, I think it's general in the world, is that we tend not to dig deep behind the headlines.
Okay. What do you mean?
Now, there are some of us, we work behind the curtains and we only see the results. If we were to see the media, we see the results. You will not see us fighting like we were doing in the NRM.
Okay.
We do our things behind the curtain and very soon we see the results.
Okay. So you had
So we should wait for results.
Which curtains? The curtains of the bedroom or the sitting room?
so you had the elections.
Take it in the context.
You had elections
We had elections last year.
and you won.
Because I'm a cabinet member. Not yet I'm appointed.
So you have even the cabinet. Yeah, that's
You
very
see
interesting.
the ignorance I was talking about within the
Because of the NRM government, you're enjoying.
From
So now,
Muranga, it's from Muranga where the party headquarters are.
yes.
He takes us.
By the way,
But it hasn't
almost all parties,
What you've started a rebel
headquarters
group
are
there.
in
You
Rubaga.
don't, yes, we're in Muranga.
Yes, almost all parties, they have their headquarters in
In
Rubaga.
Rubaga.
It is only NRM which is at Chadon,
Yeah.
but almost everyone wants to be in Rubaga. You know, Rubaga
So
is
it's
the
a safe
set of politics here in
Then
Kampala.
why did you bring someone like you to Rubaga? Who can't handle, who can't even know the basics within the party headquarters?
We shall
head
go
like
to. Thank you very much, Senator Sisi. We shall go to Charles from Mushana. Yes, yes, your thoughts, your conclusion on the recently concluded SEC, elections and also the party primaries in NRM.
We have fake bombs, but which killed people. You remember the grenades for Kasavante, I think some in Rubaga, and then Chagurani. Remember those grenades? But here now we have grenades that killed people on Mother's Day, and I think here Karerwe. So they say the grenades were fake.
After investigation.
But they killed.
Mm.
So how can fake grenades kill? Two, you cannot say it's not terrorism, because the act in itself is a terrorist act. The question now is who did it and what is the motive. So there is a huge story which we are not told. The good news is that you didn't ask me. So when you do fake bombs, and then you now also get fake delegates. So the National Resistance Army, Occupational Nakba, conducted a city election, internal but city. There was a lot of violence, there was a lot of cheating, and it generated leaders. Now, among those leaders, according to the internal document, are delegates. So they come to Kampala, and most of them were denied entry. The delegates.
The real delegates?
Yes. Never mind that some of them were fraudulent. The process that brought them in place was an incorrect one, but they are denied entry. They go back. Then fake delegates are generated, and they gain access. Access to a venue that was manned by security. The NRA used the state apparatus to screen, to manage the event. Police, internal security, military, of course there was SFC because of the president and his wife, or his family. So you had that apparatus, but still you had a fake delegate or delegates access the venue. I have argued before, and I still argue today, that I don't believe Mr. Museveni was involved in generating a fake delegate.
Right.
It serves no purpose. I need someone to challenge me on that. So I believe...
So who generated the fake delegates?
I believe Mr. Museveni was not involved in generating fake delegates. And according to my research, my study, the fake delegates are beyond 40%.
That's a big number.
It is huge. There is some officer I discussed with, and he told me...
But it was not at a strategic level. It was a cover just for a few people who wanted
the small people here.
People have, when someone senses that I might not go through, now let me do like this.
Let me mind the poor 1,000 rats.
So it was not at a strategic level.
Undermining the poor 1,000 rats.
Yes. So at least for that, yes.
What are you trying to say?
People might
fake delegates were there, but they were not at a strategic level.
They were not planned. It was not an organized idea that...
So you are giving a conclusion. You are giving... Here I deal with facts. And I've told you my findings, which are factual. You are fake delegates.
But
you are not
there. That's what I witnessed. I saw people sneaking in, but later we found out that some people are not clean. What I'm saying, people might have sneaked in.
You witnessed what?
People might have sneaked in.
No, you witnessed what? Don't give me assumptions.
Don't
waste my time with assumptions. What did you witness?
What I witnessed, people arguing that these people are not delegates. And the president came, and when he came, he said, let us confirm whether these are delegates. When they read, we found out that some people were not delegates.
So were they kicked out?
That's what I'm saying.
So they were kicked out?
They were kicked out and they did not vote. But however, that came when the president had learned about it, and he came and whatever.
But that was at a later time.
Had appeared. That's what I'm saying. I was in fact confirming your argument, but only that you exaggerated.
Why do you think I needed witnesses? Why do you think I needed witnesses, or I needed...
Charles, you proceed on your point.
No, let me first see some discipline in him. I was not lacking witnesses, neither did I need reinforcements.
But
you are just stating your points.
I am giving you facts, and I've also given you my beliefs.
Okay, Mr. Romshan, the 40% fact.
Please.
When you say 40%, and you say you have facts.
Okay.
Can you just say the 40%?
Assistant RCC. Assistant RCC. Let's let him finish. Assistant
Don't
RCC.
disturb me.
Yes,
I
let's
am a
let him.
resident district commissioner by appointment.
I know that one.
How many steps do you have to reach?
I know that one, sir. But what I'm saying,
Assistant RCC.
you can't say 40%.
When you
You have
talk,
to just say the 40%.
Mr. Chizito, I mean, Joseph, Mr. Chimba, let's let him finish, then we can,
I
then
know-
we'll
I-
battle.
2% is too much.
I
Yes.
never want to request.
Okay.
I never want to request space.
Okay, Joseph,
Continue, sir.
let's finish. Assistant
No,
RCC.
you don't even give me permission.
Let
You
him
don't
finish.
have that right and power to give
All right,
me permission to
Charles.
continue otherwise.
Charles, you proceed.
Can you emphasize it to him?
Yes, sir.
So let
I am
him
a
let him
resident
finish
district commissioner
Yes.
by appointment.
by appointment.
And he has very many ladders to reach. So I can't take lessons from him or lectures.
I have
Now,
RDC and Assistant RCC on the
So-
show. All right, please do proceed. Please do.
So-
If
so
you
they
have
were-
a point,
they were-
you'll get it, and then
they
you'll
were,
say.
they were fake delegates. I'm not interested in whether the president participated in capturing them, was involved in the process of capturing them, or seizing. That's not my business. My business is that a fake delegate entered. Where you had security screening, etc. I was telling you before the interruption that there was an officer, I shouldn't give his designation because he's part of my informers. There was an officer who facilitated a politician by facilitating the entry of fake delegates under the cover of service
Providers?
service providers, yes. They call them the ushers. And there is one who won to this up to SEC level because of that entry, that terminal. And another one almost won, but didn't take that path. If he had taken that path, he would be there. So you have a fake bomb, which culminates into the incarceration of the head of CMI. Then you have, at the political level, a fake delegate that generates the leader to give political direction. The confluence of the two is that you're going to have an extremely violent election. I see many people dead in this election. Because this fake delegate, whether SEC, whatever it is, it's not an end in itself. Let me use the coveted positions of SEC that they are talking about. Those positions are not an end in themselves. So they invested a lot to access those positions, not because the positions are an end in themselves.
Right.
The positions are a means to an end.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Now,
Because they are
unfortunately-
voluntary. Anyway, because they are
Yes.
voluntary and all, yes. Unfortunately,
They are voluntary, but you see, that's what you have to interrogate. Why does one have to cheat to generate a fake delegate who is going to be before the president, going to be addressed by the president, because you want to sit with the president? Because none of them were doing that to be a president. So the object is not state power. But it's a very serious crime. It's a serious crime. It's also treason against your own president. Because he's dealing with a very artificial system. He's dealing with a very fake system. So you can't plan, you can't now, but there is going to be resistance. You see, so people are struggling for placements. Now they are divided amongst themselves. I can give you they are divided amongst themselves, and yet the wider society is going to set resistance against them. So if they can kill themselves to get positions of advantage to loot, what are they going to do to their opponents outside, who are going to obstruct them from getting positions to loot? Now, what is interesting about this fake delegate is that he has consensus to hate the fake delegate and the real delegate
They have consensus to what do you mean?
to hate
What do you mean, Charles?
and to love.
What do you mean by that?
Let me simplify it. You are a real delegate. I am a fake generated delegate. But the two of us, we now agree to hate Kadaga. So we give Kadaga 0. To love Among, we give Among 100%. You get?
I hear what you
So what is that force that generates consensus between a fake delegate and a real delegate?
Money.
You say it, no, it goes beyond that. Because I will give an example, like the delegates who were fake,
Yes.
but who accessed the venue under the RDCs. For instance, these RDCs did not have capacity to maintain these delegates.
There are diseases.
But other diseases were not even there. If in fact I went to do sort of please, you so we
The
didn't go as
assistant
RDCs.
RCC. Okay.
This one can understand.
Yes.
We went as what?
We did not go as RDCs.
You went as what?
RDCs people.
You went as NRM
in fact,
party
people say
members.
that RDCs
You were a delegate.
would
You were a delegate.
I wasn't a delegate, but I was a support staff on behalf of the
One of the
some
fake delegates.
levels.
As part of the security
You had
system.
someone tell you that I know those things.
That's why. That's why.
So
I
that's,
believe
that's,
All right.
that,
But
this is
we are
Spirit,
not.
Okay.
this is Spirit TV.
Oh.
We are at a different level of platform. We are trying to interrogate an issue. I would advise you take notes.
Charles.
So,
As you need to conclude,
and I
Charles.
was not using you as an example
Mm.
because I don't know you. Me, I'm using somebody else as an example.
All right. You need to conclude
That
that.
you bring in, but you see, you are not controlling him.
No, he's okay. He's protected also. Yes.
The delegate under Todong is facilitated. So Todong has money as a secretariat to look after this delegate. The resident district commissioner does not have that money, except if you say that this fake delegate was generated by security. You get? I don't get what I mean. So my analysis is that there was another layer, but within security, which is the same, which now rhymes with the other fake bomb. Because you see, the fake bomb that kills a Ugandan takes a security officer. Now, this fake delegate is also being manned by security. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if the president also arrests them. You get? So you now have that confluence. You have money that moves through a security officer to generate a fake bomb, and that moves also through a security officer to generate a fake delegate.
All right.
Are we together? And the outcome is a political situation, but it is extremely very unfavorable. Very unfavorable to Uganda. So that's why I'm saying that the Amakama cannot hold a free and fair election. The election must be stopped.
You posted that on your Twitter and your X account. Thank you very much. I know would have gotten more reactions from our gentlemen, but I will quickly move on to.
Let him.
I'll quickly move on to I'll quickly move on to the 2026. The elections are approaching in 2026, and Kampala is heating up politically. You have Elias Lukwago, FDC, now stroke PFF. You have Beatrice Mao, who is the wife to DP's president, Norbert Mao. You have Ronald Balimwezo as part of, that is from NUP. You also have Chizito Moses Nsubuga, who is NRM, as we prepare for an interesting battle for Kampala's top mayoral seat. And the question is, who really has the pulse of the people? Whom do you think has the pulse of people. But even aside that, is that what the people are asking for? Now, when we look at the mayoral position, it is more of a ceremonial position. Yeah, he's of course a political head to the leading elected council. He presides over council meetings. He is in ceremonial functions. When it comes to strategy and program development, he heads the city development strategies and so much more. But it's more of a ceremonial role. My question, though, is, gentlemen, when you look at this, why is the mayoral seat hotly contested? Why is it now? Because we had, for example, Balimwezo, who's been an MP Nakawa. I think Nakawa East, Nakawa West. Nakawa West, I think. Yeah, stepped down and is going for mayor. You have Elias Lukwago, who is now asking to go for the 4th term. Of course, the new kid on the block is Beatrice Mao and Moses Nsubuga. But it's a hotly contested seat. Why? Well, I'll start with you, Innocent.
Yeah, stated that it's a new position.
Yes.
But there are benefits that come with the position.
Okay.
And also, we're in a party dispensation. So parties tend to brag about the big positions they get.
Yeah.
That's why the other time I saw one of the deputy presidents, I think of Uganda, Mwanga Chibundi, here stating that they want 100 MPs from
yes, the central region.
That will be enough. So it's about which color takes the city. That's the major discussion.
Yes.
But an ordinary Ugandan, that's not a discussion.
Okay.
That's why I said they have issues with democracy.
Yes, yes. What's the discussion among Ugandans?
Now, among Ugandans, we want to upgrade our lives.
Yes.
We want service delivery.
Right.
That's all we want. Not the politics of cars. Now, in this election, it will be more of personalities, not the party and the cars. It will be more of personalities. We see the Lord Mayor, Elias Lukwago, coming for his 4th term, one under DP, no, 2 under DP, 1 under FDC, and here he comes under the PFF. He has identified himself as, I think he's calling himself the rule of law. That's what we refer to him as.
I think now he goes with the shield.
He goes with the shield, rule of law.
Yes, rule of law.
We saw Balimwezo, he has not identified himself as someone big as of now, but he was, I think, a former mayor in one of the divisions. Makinde or Nakawa, one of the two.
Nakawa. Yes.
This Subuga NRM man, I think NRM is trying to reclaim central Uganda. It was the last election, and I think it's the reason he has come. Beatrice Mao, I'm not so sure why she came. But what do Ugandans want? Ugandans are looking for service delivery.
Jema has not presented a candidate.
You see, it's not important to present a candidate at every level.
Okay, I need to understand that, yes.
When you can lose on that level, you prioritize what you see. Actually, it's not about having a road mayor to serve, because the road mayor does nothing other than leading the council. He has no role, he has no power, he has no authority. That's why I said earlier before that the democracy we are having, we have people with more authority than the people in the power. And that's where the true power lies. What role does Genocide play in this country? What position does he hold? But you see the whole vice president.
He's a presidential advisor.
Advisor for what? That's an advisor. But you see the whole vice president, second in command, taking it to good. There will be no investment contract signed in Uganda before they need genocide. So those are the people with the real power. These road mayors, they are just there. They have to drive good cars and get money. Now, the real question should be about service delivery.
Yeah.
That should be the real question. Now, the Justice Forum, commonly known as JEBA, it's a party that really believes in social justice.
Yes.
And social justice means that at least everyone gets a share of the resources of this country, irrespective of the social status, irrespective of the political position, political party you align with, and irrespective of where you stay, where you come from. And that should be the basis to drive this discussion.
Yes.
Discussing personalities,
And
even if one comes back, even if Famezo comes, River comes.
you think there will not be...
There will be nothing of value unless they change the situation on the ground of the common man. They change the situation of the youth in Kamocha, the people in market in this market here in Karerwe. If such things are not changed, the drainage system, okay, Kampala, up now, I'm wondering, here we are, if at all any of this name stays for the next 10 years, where this country will be. This Kampala is not on plan. It's not planned. I don't know how these people are building. When you have the...
We have the National Planning Authority.
It was dismissed. And it was merged with one of the.
Yeah. But it's still
there.
within their
It's no longer
plan,
there.
yes.
So the agencies that were merged. So I'm wondering what the National Planning Authority was doing. Because you can't have a city where you have one room on the whole building. One room is residential, the other room is a bar, the other room is a church, and the other room is a school, the other room is a hospital. And it's within the same residence. So those are some of these questions that we should be interrogating. The city plan, the drainage system, the poor roads, the health, poor health. Those are some of the things that we should be interrogating. Not interrogating who takes the mayor seat. Even if the president comes and takes the mayor seat, and those things are not worked on, it will not make sense.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Innocent. We are going to take a quick break. But when we do come back, we will have the assistant RCC looking into this role as the Lord Mayor. Is he a partner or a rival? Is he an ally or a rival when it comes to city management? This is The Truth, Lies and Politics. We'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned.
Truth, the lies, and politics. Informative, educative, and analytical. Getting to the real issues that affect an ordinary individual in areas of leadership, governance, social, and economy. The truth, the lies.